Okay, hello. This is the first thing that is spoken out loud today. um, Always feels a little bit weird when you live alone and then this is the first time you start talking. You're like, do I still know how to speak? Of course you do. That's not something you unlearn. Anyways, welcome back to another vlog video. Um, I've realized some things again. Oh my god, who would have thought? So, also I'm really tired because I had my first workday yesterday. See, I'm avoiding topics again. See myself very aware currently of like what I'm doing and what I'm doing when avoiding them. It's like I don't feel like my frontal lobe developing anymore because there was genuinely like 2 weeks where I realized everything and I was like, and now it's a lot less. But still, I'm quite aware of what I'm doing. So yesterday evening, I was talking to my friend, tired rambling honestly. I feel also very derealized today and yesterday. Um, so that doesn't help. Like my filter, I feel like it's gone. I get very anxious when I'm really derealized because I feel like I don't really have that much control about what I'm saying because I just don't really think about it. So then I tend to be more quiet because I'm like, oh, I'm gonna say things that I'm gonna regret. Um, so yesterday I was talking to my friend, Bestie Tree. I should give them better names, but I guess this is now what we're stuck with. She's also the one that I talk to the most, so I do not know why she's called Bestie Tree, but the numbers don't matter, okay? The numbers don't matter. So I was talking to her, and she used to always like send drunk messages to these situationships that are terrible guys. And I used to be like, girl, don't, that's pathetic as hell. And now I want to send him a message, like my ex, being like, have you ever missed me? Be genuine. And she's like, that's pathetic, girl. You're gonna regret that. You're gonna see him in real life. We're not gonna do that. And I mean, I have a lot of self control. So clearly, because I want to message him every single time when I get drunk. I want to message him all the time. I just don't because I know it's pathetic as hell and I need to leave him alone. My brain really just spins a wheel like every day being like, how okay are we gonna be today with this? And it's either like absolutely devastated or, yeah, girl, you got this. Nothing in between. But then I kinda was like, why? Why do I want so badly to for him to acknowledge that he missed me, even though I do not know if he actually missed me. Like I'm gonna assume so. I love to assume things when it comes to this, and I'm like, I think, I just want to ask him if he misses me, and then hope that his answer will give me the satisfaction, like as if it's my parents' answer. What I actually want to do, if I ask my parents if they love me, but I cannot do that. So he's the second best option, and I cannot ask him either if he still loves me, because I know the answer is gonna be probably no, or it's gonna be like, well, it's different now. Um, so asking if he misses me, that's the closest thing that I can be like, yeah, okay, so you do still have some love for me. It's all about my parents. Oh my god, like I always thought like, oh, he slips in between every single line, like in every single music, wait no, every single like poem, diary entry, um, music, everything. He slips in between. He doesn't slip in between. He's like the stamp on top of it. He's he's like the pen. No, he's not the pen. He's the words. Like I'm writing about him. I'm very much using his initials, using his names, everything. I know that it's about him. You know who slips in between my lines? My parents. They're like the pen and the paper that I'm writing with. It's terrible. Like you just go about your day and it's like, oh, so it's my parents, how they raised me? Is that it? And the answer is always yes. The answer is always yes. Like, I know that for a majority of my life, I live with them and everything, but the more, I grew up, the more I realize how much influence they have on your upbringing or like on your entire life. Like your first 18 years basically, to put it shortly, are so influenced by them. It's insane. It's absolutely insane. Um, so yeah, and like I wrote it in my notes up yesterday evening, and then I wrote in my diary about it today. Very vague, a little bit, but it's also that I am so used to building like love from hidden things. So for so long, like throughout my teens, once I kind of came across the concept of love, or like kind of realized like, okay, how my parents show love or like are loving is really different from everybody else. As in, I do not know. I do not know if they love me. That's like the strongest thing I have always felt. Like, I do not know if they love me. I'm assuming that they do. And everybody is always like, yeah, of course your parents love you because they're your parents. I'm like, yeah, okay, but they do not show it. They have never shown it. They have never told me. They have never done anything. Like, I have a poem somewhere in my notes app of like years ago, once I already moved out, where I talked about how or like there was a poem on the internet, I don't know, but basically like what a mother does out of obligations versus love, and I felt that deeply in my core, because at some point I was like, yeah, she makes tea for me. That's just how she loves me, even though she only makes tea for me if I'm in the same room. It's just she makes tea for everybody in the same room. So like I do not know if her making tea is out of love or out of just obligation, basically. Literally, that's it. That's it. Oh my god. I need to ingrain that poem in my brain because it's so relatable, and it hurts me so much. Like I laugh as a coping mechanism, and like I do very shortly about it, but it hurts me. It hurts me so deeply in my core, the fact that my parents don't love me, or they don't show it. And like it's just, if I would make a timeline and like there would be just a red thread of that all over it, because that's all I've ever wanted, was to be loved. But then I push people away when I go through a really hard time, because I'm too afraid that they will not love me anymore if I show them being extremely vulnerable and like being a mess. Because like I'm a bit much when it comes to my mental health. Like I have a lot of mental health problems, and I'm very aware of that. I'm trying to be better or whatever. But like then I'm too afraid to let them love me if I'm going through it, because my parents don't love me. And they have never really comforted me that well when I was sad or anything with that. Like even in elementary school already, I was hiding it away whenever I was going through a rough patch. Like I remember when I was like 11 or something, last year of elementary school, like I felt very, very lonely, and there were some things going on in my class and like friends and stuff, and I never told my parents. At that point, I already felt like I could not tell my parents anything, and I was like 11, and it definitely started when I was younger. That's such a lonely way to grow up, and like, of course, whenever somebody gives me attention, I'm gonna cling on to it. I'm gonna be like, oh my god, this is the best thing ever. And it also very heavily depends on how well I'm doing. Like, I've gotten in a couple of relationships in my teens. Not that many, because I was just really awkward and didn't really meet that many people. But some relationships where they gave me attention and I just ran with it and was like, oh my god. And then I thought like, oh, I love them as well. But they were just giving me attention in like a way that obviously I've never had before. So, and then I would leave. So that's good on me. I have always been a leaver. Problem is that I should stay sometimes when things are good. And also like when I met my ex, I wasn't quite a well spot. Like generally I liked myself and everything. Like sometimes I was still kind of going through it, but I really liked myself. And he followed me on Instagram. Like, I knew that he was interested in me, so I kind of felt like I had control as well. I knew he was interested in me. So then I was a little bit bolder, and I was like, okay, I'll just see where this is going. I'll just ask him on a date and whatever. And then it's like his love was a lot, but in a really nice way. Like, he's genuinely a really nice person. Um, and I think if he wasn't like that good of a person, I would have probably also ran, or had the same situation of like, I got like love bombed, but not in that sense. Um, in the sense of like, they gave me so much attention. I was like, oh my god, I love them, and then turns out I didn't. But with him, genuinely, I was falling in love, and uh, um, and just he did give me a lot of love in the beginning, but also like we just kind of became obsessed with each other so quickly. We absolutely spat on our relationships. It's insane. Um, but maybe that's also like, yeah, both like, it was so much fun to speed from a relationship. Like, it was so much fun. It gave us also so much serotonin. Like, I think we kind of cling onto each other, being like, we're both mentally ill. We were both obsessed with each other. And we both make each other like really happy and peaceful and stuff. So, yeah, like, let's just hang out. And like, our third date was literally like 4 days, like 72 hours or something. It was genuinely so long, but it was so nice. And so that's all. And like, on our second date, I went over to his place, and then I stayed over already. And then in the morning, he told me that he loved me. Then like, I did feel the little sword in my heart, being like, ooh, that's a little bit dangerous, girly. But that kind of shows like how obsessed we got with each other so quickly. Um, and it is that we're both good persons, but that could have been gone so wrong so quickly. But yeah, like, because my parents never showed me love, like, I just cling on to that whenever somebody does show me love in that way. And I feel like they're a good person. And I'm in a good spot. Because, like, also, with the 3 rebounds that I had in the past couple months, like, because I didn't really like myself or whatever, I don't know, then I would feel like they would get too close and we were like, oh, no, thank you. This is not what you want. And to be fair, they were also not what I want. I hate to break it to them. They were just distractions. God, I'm such a bad person sometimes. But oh well, that's why we have these. We don't admit it to anyone. But yeah, like they were absolutely, I feel like, more obsessed with me than I was with them. Maybe not the first guy. But also, I think both of us were like, yeah, we're not gonna be anything, but then we were flirting a little bit too hard with each other, so then we're like, I'm a little bit scared of that the other person likes me more than I like them. Turns out we were exactly on the same wavelength. We were just too good at flirting. The other two definitely like me more than that I like them. Oops. Yeah, that's also like reading through my diary, because I kind of quickly skimmed through it again. I feel like such a bad person. Like, if this would be in a movie or something, people would yell at me. People would genuinely be like, that's like an evil person. Or, they cannot handle a complicated woman, but I'm definitely a complicated woman. Because I started out, like, it didn't write in this diary for like a whole year or something, almost, which was majority of my relationship with my ex, because I was just with him and I was, doing okay and like being happy, whatever. Also, I'm not very much a person who will write in my diary with somebody next to them. Maybe being like the emotional vulnerability and stuff, being like, oh god, then I need to think of that. Maybe I should do that. I don't have anyone right now, though, but for in the future. But yeah, like then in August, I wrote in my diary about like my third rebound, like my friend. And somewhere like in Italy, like in England, I was like, oh yeah, I wish like soulmate systems were real, so like they could tell me who was this, and like I think several times in my diary also went like, yeah, we would be terrible for each other, like me and that friend. We would be terrible, but like the what ifs though, what if it's always them? I'm like, I think you're just distracting yourself. I think you're just projecting an idolized version of them onto them, because like she never spoke that much actually, so it was very easy to just run with the idea of her. I am so sorry. I hope she will never hear this, but it was so easy to just run with the idea of her because she never spoke that much. um so I hope nobody ever reads this diary actually, because you will literally go from um me being in Hungary in like 2023 being like my parents, ugh, then me being in Spain being like I miss him so much, and then it almost skips to March being like, yeah, so I'm scared of my guitar by Olivia Rodrigo because I don't feel that loved by him right now. And then the next day I'm into being like, yeah, we're good. Anyways, there's a copy of my situationship that works at the usual bar going insane. I'm not going insane about him anymore, though. So that's, yay, fix that by going insane about other things. Um, and then it literally goes to like August, being like, my dog died, which I only mentioned in with the way of few between villages of Noacayan, and then it goes about, yeah, the what ifs of a crush of 2 years ago, um, and me liking being alone a little bit more, and then it's in England. And then actually, I didn't even write that much in England in the beginning because I think I was also just too scared of writing anything down. So then it goes from like August to October. It's like, yeah, so you didn't actually see anything of my relationship with my ex or how it broke down or anything. And between that and now, there's a million diary entries where I also go like, yeah, so I don't regret breaking up with him. Like, I don't want him back. I'm getting a crush. Like, I'm an attention whore. Like, how can I simultaneously not get over somebody and have a crush on somebody else? Um, and it's kind of funny because sometimes I don't write that much because I'm really busy. Oh god, this is New Year's. I'm trying to find it because it was kind of funny. Yeah, so so on January 8th, I was writing in my diary that I was incredibly sad about being in England and like just hating it there, and that I was full of regrets, but none of them are about my ex. My body knew before my brain and my heart stuff. Yeah, or my body was telling me that I shouldn't be doing this, but who knows? Of course I couldn't know this in the moment. And then I go to January 11th, where I was like, oh, I'm happy because I moved to like my uni town, like here in the Netherlands. And like I've gone so mentally healthy, to appreciate good music from all over the world. Also miss me with the official relationship stuff. Can't even fully say that I like someone because I panic every time. Girl, avoidant issues much. And then February 9th, I skip a whole month. And in that month, I have done so much. That's why also I didn't write down. But in that month, because I was finishing up schoolwork in England, I went to London for 2 days, went partying quite a couple of times, hooked up with the English guy, went a week to Edinburgh, all in that 1 month. Like, I did a lot. So that's also why I didn't write down. But then, like, in the same page, it's like, oh yeah, none of them are about my ex, like the regrets. And then that diary entry starts basically with like, I have a crash out every single time I see my ex. I kinda die. And also here is like, I'm being pathetic with this crashing out over a man of 3 months ago. I may have loved him for the longest, but I don't want him. He's low-key a loser. And the next diary entry, which was February 21st. Because yet again, I was doing a lot in that month and I was absolutely going through it, but I didn't have time to write anything down. I wrote, he has a new girlfriend and it's driving me insane. I know I left you, but how could you do that to me? And then the next diary entry is, I think it's getting worse. All my mental health problems are screaming at me again. Which was March 5th, which is a month ago. I wrote a lot in the past month. I also didn't realize that. But I've been going through every single emotion, I think, in March. Like February, it was just going downhill. March, I was still just going through it, and then I had a revelation like a month ago now. So now I feel like I'm slowly getting more stable again. Jesus Christ. It has been a year and it's April. I'm so derealized. I'm so incredibly derealized. It is so bad. It's also like also, I'm sleeping so badly. Like I keep on turning and tossing and having so many thoughts and like not being able to like stay asleep. And then I'm also missing him because I used to like sleep a lot better with him because he made me calm. I never realized how calm he made me until I'm here and I'm feeling all the stress, like mostly like my arms. And yeah, he's just not there. Also, I think like because I think about him so much now that he's becoming a strange concept in my head. But also I think I'm really tired today. I'm really derealized. It's so bad today. So then, like when it's worse, because the realization is about like feeling very dreamy, everything is very dreamy. Then like kind of like the barriers between memories, dreams, and reality become a lot less. Like they're a lot closer, like intertwined. So then it's a lot easier for me to just kind of assume like, oh, he's there. He's like on the couch behind me. He's not. His ghost is. It's weird. Still, my emotions are going like spinning absolutely out of control. So fun, so great. Yeah, so now I miss him again, I guess. I think I just miss stability. I very much miss stability. I miss happiness, I miss calmness, I miss stability, and he was all of those things. Like, I was so stable and happy and everything with him. So obviously I miss him more, because I'm also missing that. And then, because of my relationship with my parents, it's intertwined. Everything is intertwined. Of course everything is intertwined. Like, that's also why I'm like, yeah, if I meet somebody new, I could love them again and everything. Opening up and everything still kind of makes me want to throw up, but you know, because it will take such a long time before anyone will fully, completely know me again. But also, you know, I think I'll be fine with that. There's such a lot of terrible people in the world. But I still miss him because he was stability and like everything of that. I have therapy in an hour of like school. It's gonna be very interesting because I need to tell her like, yeah, I do not have the money for like full blown therapy, so can we just have some courses or just not? Actually, I'm also fine with that. Yeah, I know today I'm feeling very derealized. Yeah, I know that you're not. Well, actually, no, you did work for a proper organization. Anyways, like, yeah, I do not know how to deal with that. I don't think anyone does. Which is fun. I actually do know how to deal with it. It's getting stability. But like that's so much effort. Also, I'm still at home, even though I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go to school. But then I didn't do anything for school this morning. But I'm doing things for my mental health. The realization it's also funny because like right now I feel tired, or like my eyes it's like tiredness in a sense of like still needing to wake up, but you just don't wake up. So you're like, oh, I need coffee, but then the coffee will make it worse. Like I already had a cup of coffee. I have coffee every day now because I like the process. But like now I'm like, yeah, I'm tired enough to get another a cup of coffee. No, I will get very dizzy if I do that. Also, I'm wearing a shirt that I bought me and my ex for our half-year anniversary or something, because it was in Spain. I was like, oh my god, this is cute. I do not know what to get him, so I got him this t-shirt as well, and I was like, I like the t-shirt, what if we get a matching t-shirt? We've barely ever worn it matching, but still, And tomorrow I'll probably also wear it, but I'm like, is it weird to wear these clothes when he can see them? Because like I just want to wear the clothes. Like I didn't want to wear. I just want to wear comfortable clothes. And it's either this shirt that matches with these pants because they're bright pink and purple, or they're like a long sleeve that is literally from him. So if I just do this, he won't notice. I also bought him a Hot Wheels shirt. That after I bought this shirt. Otherwise, maybe I wouldn't have bought these as well. Yeah. Do not know if he still wears them. Genuinely, I have no idea. Because he's been wearing hoodies this entire time. It's 20 degrees. Why are you still wearing... I know why he's still wearing hoodies. It's because he doesn't like jackets. So he just wears a hoodie. And then he just... I thought he would always take it off when he was in school. He apparently doesn't. Because the second he gets home, he will take off his hoodie and he'll put on shorts. It's weird knowing everything about somebody and now just being kind of like weird strangers. Guess there's a song about that. Guess I should find that. Anyways, bye bye.